Hey YouTube, Peter from the Chili Head back with another awesome homemade sauce review for you. Once again, this is coming from Dale at the Blunt Sessions channel. If you haven't seen his channel, go check it out. It's really awesome and he really is a fantastic sort of amateur slash semi-professional sauce maker. He's doing some fantastic sauces. This is the 6th one that I've tried from him and I haven't had a bad one yet, so I don't expect this one to be either. This is the Slayer of Souls. Oh yes, Slayer! Had to do that, sorry. It has to be done. It's an awesome sort of fiery orangey red kind of colour, and as usual I can see quite a bit of black pepper and seeds and herbs floating around in there, which is kind of a signature of Dale's sauces. So let's give it a good shake. And I'll quickly run through the list of ingredients for you, which once again, for Dale, it's quite an exhaustive list, you know, that's tend to what he goes for. But always his sauces are really complex and really well balanced, so got nothing to worry about here. Except for the strength of the peppers, because there's lots and lots of superhots in here, guys. We have got Sunrise Scorpions, that's a new one on me, the Nagaboot Chalokia, the Yellow Moruga, 7-Pod Primo, Yellow Trinidad Scorpion, White Cherio Habanero, Cherio, I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, apologies if I haven't, the Lemon Jolokia, that's a new one as well, and the Bell Pepper. So it seems to me that Dale's really trying to showcase the superhots on this one, so I think we're in for an interesting ride. We've also got apples, pears, mango. I've got no idea what this one is. Pluots? P-L-U-O-T-S? I've got no idea what that is. Does he mean plums? Has he spelled it incorrectly? I've got no idea. I don't know what that is, guys, so apologies for that. Onion, garlic, vinegar, water, kosher salt, cracked black pepper, dried oregano, dried basil or basil, red cayenne powder, and lime juice. Wow, so there's loads and loads of chili goodness going on in here. This is going to be an interesting one. So, without further ado, let's get this open and see what's going on inside. Yeah, it's got that familiar chili smell, the foreboding chili smell. Smells like it's going to be hot. It's got that, not particularly florally, but it's definitely got that hint of heat about it, shall we say. I can tell that there's some saltiness to it, some vinegar, maybe the garlic, maybe the onion coming through. A little bit of freshness possibly from that, the fruits that are in there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get some on the spoon and get it down me. I'm not going to go for an entirely full spoonful because I know this is going to be red hot, but I'll still have a fairly decent amount nonetheless. And once again, we're back to that really smooth, fine puree that Dale goes for. Really well pureed. I don't know if you can just make that out there on the spoon. Looks really nice, smells really nice. Let's get it down me. Ooh, that's a stinger. That's hot. We didn't expect any less, did we? Wow, really going through the back of the throat already. Before you even swallow it, you're getting a sting right in the mouth there. Spreading to the lips, spreading to the tip of the tongue. It's not unbearable in any area. The back of the throat is pounding quite a bit, but the mouth and the lips really just warming up to a moderate level. It's the back of the throat where it's really hitting me at the moment. Flavour wise, we do have a lot of the pepper flavour in there as expected, given that there's such a high concentration of peppers in there. Really nice flavour. I'm often not that keen on the sauces which are really sort of super floral in flavour, but this isn't that strong. Although it's got a great pepper flavour, it's not overly perfumey, which I don't normally particularly like, so I'm really quite pleased about that. That's one of the things that I was slightly worried about, but I didn't need to be. Definitely getting some of that cracked black pepper in there as well. That's giving me that little familiar black pepper warmth that I get with a lot of Dale's sauces. I'm getting some of the onions and some of the garlic as well, definitely in the back note. Tiny bit of sharpness coming through from that vinegar, but really it's barely noticeable, to be honest. Once again, it's just a really well balanced sauce. When you look at a list of ingredients that long, how on earth anyone can make sense of putting all that stuff together and making it into one coherent kind of sauce is quite interesting. I don't know how he does it, but the guy should be going professional ASAP, because I haven't had a single bad sauce from Dale. I have to give my brow a little white there. I've got a bit of a sweat going on, crazy saliva. It's dying down now, but I'm not going to go for any more like I normally would with Dale sauces, because this one is pretty hot, as I say. So on the heat scale, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably go for what should we go for? About 8 out of 10? It's up there. It's definitely up there. 7.5 to 8. You wouldn't be able to pour this all over everything, that's for sure. And flavour-wise, I'd probably go for about the same, probably about an 8 out of 10. It's very good, and it's one of those sauces that really showcases the pepper really, really well. And like I say, making sense of such a huge list of ingredients and actually making it work never ceases to amaze me. You get all of these big name producers, these sauces that are sent out worldwide to customers all over the place, and you've got a handful of ingredients, and they can't even get that right, so a lot of them, and yet here we have an amateur sauce maker who is producing stuff which is really fantastic. And I can just never get tired of trying it, because, like I say, 6 sauces, haven't had a bad one yet, and they really are worth checking out. So Dale, once again, thank you, mate. I really appreciate all the fantastic stuff you've been sending me, and I will return the favour one of these days soon. I look forward to seeing you all very soon once again with another review. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.